much does one like this sting?
It hurts, especially when you feel that you didn't do enough to put your team in the best position to be able to win games.
What happened on the fumble on that goal-to-go play?
I fumbled the ball. It just can't happen in those situations. That's a situation where if you score, you put your team in a good position to be able to win the game. And you fumble in less than the 5-yard line, you can't have plays like that. You can't.
You managed to come back and have a good drive the next time around. How did you sort of try to put that out of your mind after that?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we were still down. You still got to be able to do what you can to be able to win the game. You can't let one mistake, make you shy away from being able to make more plays. And at the end of the day, that's the mentality that we have. No matter what's good or what's bad going on in this program, we're going to continue to keep striving to try to win.
Jalon, you got hit. Are you fighting for more yards when that fumble comes out? Or?
Yes and no. I knew there was multiple people who were tagging me at the same time, and I was trying to grab my arm to the other watch, but my other arm was being pulled by somebody else and my leg as well. So it was a great play by them. But at the end of the day, we do ball security every single day of the week. I have to be able to make sure that I have the ball secure in that situation.
Jalon, there were a couple of those red zone situations where you guys settled for field goals instead of touchdowns. Just what did you see in those? What did you think of your execution?
It's a game of football. At the end of the day, if you get points in the red zone, you're always doing good to be able to make sure that you're staying in the football game.
Jalon, now this game was kind of a lot like last year. You guys in the fight the entire way, and it just kind of one score goes the other way. Is there something that you can take away from this that that you may have learned from last year about how to handle these one-score games?
You can compare it to last year if you'd like, but I feel like last year we were up a lot, and then they came back. We were fighting throughout the whole entire game this game, and that's why I have to give hats off to my entire team, because at the end of the day we stay resilient. No matter when we were down, no matter when we were up, we continued to fight every single play, and that's exactly how we just keep going about things in this program. Yeah, it sucks to be able to lose the game, but at the end of the day, I have no doubt in my head that this team is going to stay resilient no matter what's going on, and we're going to keep fighting.
You don't want to lose any of these games, but the roller coaster of emotions down the final stretch of this, does that make it sting a little bit to think we have this game right here and everything like that?
You can't live in what ifs. Living in what ifs don't get you anywhere. At the end of the day, what happened, and we have to be able to grow from what happened.
What's the mindset with 29 seconds left? You still got a shot.
Yeah, I have to be able to get the ball out there. I can't take a sack. I can't take it wasn't a sack on the very first play, but at the end of the day, we have to get the ball out of bounds. If it's not there, throw it out of bounds or try to give it to somebody. I tried to we had an out route to the left and a dig coming from the right. Peep that they covered two, the left side to the out. I probably have my check down right there. I got to be able to see it on film. And I probably would have been able to check that right there and be able to go out of bounds. But for me, I was trying to be able to get a chunk play. I knew we had one timeout left for 28 seconds, and we're already starting, I believe, on the 25-yard line. And we have to be able to get our field goal, our kicker in field goal position.
The way you guys move the ball, 600 yards offense, did you feel in that huddle before that drive, like, this is doable?
100%. At the end of the day, you never go in, no matter what play, no matter where you are on the scoreboard, you never go in thinking, all right, bro, it's not going to work. Right. You have to go in with positivity, and that's kind of where it was in the huddle. Like, at the end of the day, we didn't really care how much time was left. We felt like we were still be able to win the game.
With the amount of time you guys spend on these late game situations, I guess, how challenging is it not to get tangible rewards for all that time spent in these close games?
What do you mean by tangible rewards?
Like in these close games, you're not coming out on top, even with the time you guys spend on these 2-minute. How do you deal with that?
It doesn't really matter how much you're working hard on something. Things are going to happen. It doesn't matter what you continue to harp on every single time. There's going to be a different situation every single time. So, as much as we try to be able to work on these situations every single day, you still have to be able to, adjust when the game is happening. So, we're going to continue working on everything that we do every single week, and we just have to be able to grow from it.
First loss in Big 12 play, now you hit 2 on the road. Just how important is this road stretch going to be for you guys?
For one, we have to be able to own what's on film. We're going to go in, look at everything that happened on film and be able to grow from there. But at the end of the day, we believe in having a 1-0 mentality. Once these 24 hours is over, this game is gone, and then we're on the UCF.
Walk us through your perspective on that first play when the cornerback bites and you find Henderson.
Mm-hmm. So, a lot on film, they showed a lot of 3-down alignment. I believe on that play, they went to a 4-down, and they usually have a 3 safety high. They ended up bringing a Sam linebacker, and that made the field safety rotate into a cover 3. So he kind of got me right there in that situation because you're not supposed to really throw the out in that situation. The out was still there, but as soon as I was about to throw the out, I seen the corner think that I was about to throw the out. So he bid on the out, and I was like, okay, well, E-man's fast. So you're gonna have to keep up with that one.
Sure, it was a loss, but just reflecting on his journey, his career, what's it like to see him go for 214?
I mean, you know, he's come in with the mentality of being hungry. No matter what's going on, he wants to be a part of everything. The extra work, the extra film, the extra studies, the extra everything. Everything that he can do to be able to put the team in the best position is what he's going to continue to do. And I think that just showed out on the field today.
With all those big explosive plays today, how excited does that get you for moving forward this season?
It makes me excited. I mean, absolutely, because I know the firepower that we have in our offense. I mean, you guys gotten a chance to be able to see a lot of different moving parts of our offense throughout these last 5 games. So at the end of the day, we have to be able to come out with a win. So we're going to go into the lab this week and find a way to be able to get a win next week.
What'd you think of how Bowden stepped up after Deshaun went out early?
Yeah, I mean, he's also one of those guys who's come in out the transfer portal, come in eager to work. As we said before the season, I said that our playbook is not the easiest playbook to be able to pick up off the bat, and he's done everything that he can to put himself in a position to be able to get on the field and make plays, and it's shown this season.
Jalon, you've seen quarterbacks play because you got hurt. Today you guys played 3 and you weren't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You enjoy watching those guys go out there?
100%. I mean, I got the chance to be able to watch Cole Ballard and Isaiah be able to make people miss, run people over, and that's always exciting because it gives the whole entire team like, okay, everybody's making plays right now. So you gotta keep on putting guys in those situations to be able to showcase different things on film.
When you're out wide like that, how hard are you selling it to the DB? Are you like, this ball's coming my way? I mean,
you can go ask Zero yourself. I told him every single time I got out there, I said, all right, one-on-ones, let's go. The first time he was like, yeah, I'm a man, let's do it. The second time he was like, you lucky I'm not a man right now. So I'm like, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep running my
that's
route.
real though. That stuff, that talk happens.
100%.
Okay.
One more for Jalon.
Good enough.